How do? Beautiful morning. It's early. It's about 6:30, I think. Sun's shining. It's warm. If you sat in boozers all day waiting for football, take a hat or wear some sunscreen. There's my advice for the day. Subscribers question today. I'm just going to touch on it. Probably talk all day about this. And also a comment from a subscriber. So, the comment, they asked about ratios, staffing ratios of lads and lasses in lads and lasses prisons. So firstly, let me tell you, in a lasses prison, there is actually a ratio of staff. So I don't know what it is. We'll use an example. So for instance, in a lasses jail, 70% of the staff have got to be lasses. I don't know what it is, but with good reason. I'm sure anyone can understand why that is. Just give this a little tilt, guys. Can understand why that is. In a lads jail, no percentage. When I was at Forest Bank, initially, I would say a guess it was probably 70% lads, 30% lasses. When I left, maybe 60-40. For me, there should be a percentage of males, lads, in a lads jail. Again, for good reason. People want to get political about it, you can get political. Common sense dictates that in a lads jail, you need more lads. In a lasses jail, you need more lasses. So that was a comment. So then somebody asked me about relationships. Again, I've never worked in a lasses jail. So if we're talking about corruption, we're talking about relationships, lasses having relationships with lads who are prisoners, that's all I can talk about. I can't talk about it the other way. Yeah. Sadly, I've seen a lot of people fall by the way. I'll tell you about one lass who, she was a really nice lass. She weren't unintelligent. She was a decent officer. I worked with her quite a lot, you know. She'd do a lot of work, and if there's only two of you on a wing, you'd need that. She weren't in the office all day. The office stuff, she got it off to a T. Some of it would take me forever. She was brilliant at that. But the good thing was as well that, you know, it's something that might take me an hour, take her 10 minutes, and she's back on the landing with me. She was always out with you. She enjoyed it. Anyway, she was on nights. At that time, when I used to do nights at Forest Bank, I used to turn the lights out. Used to get mithered, Stevie. You get mithered and stuff like that. I'd turn the lights about. If you want to use the word, I'd sneak about. You know, so people didn't know you were there. You know, have a bit of a look and that, listen what's going on. Not for security reasons, just to entertain myself. Nights were long and boring and I hated them. I really did. Used to have a lot of work to do. And it just used to stress me out. So if you can have a bit of a laugh listening to people's conversations. Anyway, this lass, I got called up to security by the security manager, just as a witness to something. He didn't fully tell me what I was going to be witnessing. Let me explain about Forest Bank, right? I'm not an unintelligent lad. After a short period of time, I got on with people. I was a reliable person. There was a lot of incidents at Forest Bank. Once people knew me, the Oscar ones, the shift managers, they'd look who was on shift. If they got a planned removal at dinner, that's where you get fully kitted up, camera to move someone to the segregation or whatever. You're always getting a call. Sam, come to the centre office, the Oscars office. You know, and to be honest, why wouldn't you? When you look at your staffing, You want sensible people. The other thing is that I'm a good talker as well, in case you hadn't guessed. Anyway, I gets up there. He didn't really tell me, other than he needed a witness, what was going on anyway. This lass come up. Like I said, I got on with her. She walked in the office. "You all right, Sam? Yeah, what's going on? I don't know, love." That sort of thing. Got very awkward very quick. He asked her some questions. She'd been on nights. Anything she wanted to say, sorry. I'll cut to the chase, guys. And like I said, this lass was quite sensible. Oh, look at Mr. Waggytail in the background wagging his tail. When she said she got nothing to say, he got a clip of video. It was embarrassing. I was shocked. I was shocked in that, you know, I like this lass and she was a good officer. And what she'd done, she'd been on nights, the lights were on the landings. If the lights had been off, it had never come to light. What she did, we used to have on the wing those, I think you call them elephant's feet. The what cleaners use, they've got a sucker on the bottom so you can stand on them to reach up at heights. Probably banned now with health and safety. She pulled one of them over to a cell door. There's a observation flap on all cells, like I told you. She'd opened it, undone her blouse, and she'd obviously showing herself to whoever was inside. 5 minutes, boom, went on with her job. She burst into tears. She was escorted from the premises. Stevie? Wow, it's really warm for this time. Never saw her again. I don't know whether any disciplinary action was taken or she was just walked off the premises. I've actually walked with managers who've walked people off the premises before. They've literally been taken to the gate, told to hand the keys in, and in no uncertain terms not to come back. You might be wondering why people are allowed to get away with that. Well, in light of corruption, phones, drugs and everything else, that's very wrong. But you know, prosecution wise and that, so they're gone. They're off the premises. She was a great officer as well. And the thing is, if the lights had been off, no one would have seen that. So it does happen. There's lots and lots of cases. I will tell you about one lass. She, one morning, got dropped off in the staff car park at Forest Bank. You know, prison transport sweat boxes used to go past the staff car park every morning. They could see you getting in and out of cars and stuff like that. Never bothered me. People used to get hung up about it. Every prison in the country, pretty much, you could, Strangeways, car parks next to main road, you can go and write reg numbers down or do whatever you want. Why you'd want to do that, I don't know. Anyway, this morning the car comes into the car park past me and my mate. She gets out, morning, my mate gives me a nudge. "Did you see who brought her?" It was a lad, I knew him. Good prisoner, model prisoner, no problem. He got out the previous day. So somebody who's just got out of prison has just dropped a lass off at prison who works there. It got mentioned, she was gone. No investigation, nothing like that. She was just gone, she left, resigned, whatever. I happened to meet this lass a good few years later, so it was one of those moments with people that I met and used to lock up. One or two ways: they'd either see you and be embarrassed and go the other way, you know, in a supermarket, or they'd come up. "This is the missus, this is my lad," that sort of thing. Most people would come up. I saw her, she saw me, I thought, she's off. No, she come up. "Can we have a coffee?" "Hello." Hey. Hey. Oh, he's a beaut. I don't know if you can see that little dog, Steve's mate. Come on then. Anyway, we had a coffee. She'd fallen in love with this lad, nothing illicit, I believe her. She was in a position in the prison where she couldn't get to him, you know. At most, she might have held his hand and stole a kiss. However, this is years later. She was married at the time. She says, you know, he come down, met him on healthcare. After a very short time, decided that we wanted to be together. She left her husband when he got out of prison. They got together. They've been together 10 years. They were both working. She was still a nurse. They got 2 kids. Love story. Yeah, it shouldn't happen, but it did. I'm going to leave that there for now, guys. Just a short one. Like I said, hope everyone enjoys today. Hope the result is right. Out interviewing this week, next week. I'll have a couple of interviews Saturday, Sunday. Let me know, guys, whether you want me to post one Wednesdays and Sundays or something like that, because people's Saturdays are always busy. But I'm going to carry on with the vlogging. I've got now 250 questions to answer. So there you go, take it easy. Parting shot as always. Oh, somebody asked what I'm saying. I'll say they. I will see you. See you again. That's what I'm saying. I'll say they. I will see you. Berate. Stevie? Come here, kid. Stevie? You alright, love? Come here, you. Good lad. I'll see they.